Hive.
Whip
Music
it,
is
baby.
playing. And then
Is that what the music sounds like in
that's
your
what
head?
that's what it is. Maybe I shouldn't put the music in. I should just
You should just do...
I don't remember what our music sounds like.
I don't either.
I'm dancing
Nope.
too. That's not what it sounds, but we're pretending.
That's not
and
what
then
it sounds like. Okay.
intro.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Ellie.
And I'm Emma. And we're sisters, and this is our podcast where we read fan fiction from fandoms that we are not a part of.
And then we pitch what we think the plot is based on what we read. You sounded so disinterested when
Me?
you sounded
yeah,
like you
I
hated
don't want
to
to
be here. I'm
here.
gonna cry.
I don't want to be here.
Oh my gosh.
I'm excited to be here. This is the first time we're recording while I'm in Rexburg.
Yeah,
now
while
in my
we're
new
in
home.
school. In your new home. This is the christening.
This is it. This is it, lads. We made it.
Well, what are we talking about this week?
We're talking about Black Butler. Ellie,
Yeah.
tell me what you know about Black Butler.
It is an anime.
Okay.
And it's spooky scary.
Ooh.
Ooh. It's got some like horror elements to it. It's about a demon butler. A demon disguised as a butler. And that's all. That's pretty much. There's a little boy. I don't know how you say his name. Ciel?
I don't know how you say it either, so that's cool.
Phantom Hive is the last name, which I think that's a hard name to forget. It's very cool.
It is. It's a very cool name.
Yeah, we love to see it. Yep, that's pretty. That's
Nice.
It's scary. Okay. Plot wise, do you know
Plot-wise.
anything about this show?
I do not. The only thing I know about the show is we talked about the voice actor for... Okay. I know Sebastian
Gang.
is the Black Butler TM.
Yes, that is the Black
Maybe
Butler's name.
he might
Sebastian.
be a demon guy, maybe.
He is.
I feel like okay.
I'm telling you now.
Good for him.
I guess
Good for
I
him.
could leave it up to like, oh, I don't know if he's. You'll just have to read the fan fiction and find out. But no, he's the demon. He's
a demon.
the butler and a demon.
We talked about his voice actor and about how his voice actor is also Kyoya from Oran High School Host Club, and I lost my mind over that. I literally could not handle it, and so you showed me some of his TikToks, and I just couldn't. I just couldn't. Oh, if I watch it, I don't know if I'll be able to see Sebastian or if I'll just see Kyoya.
Yeah, that's valid.
I did have a breakdown, and I had to lay down on your floor because I couldn't handle it.
Yeah, on my nasty green carpet. So that's awesome for you. My connection to Black Butler is someone posted an out of context scene from it like 2 years ago.
Okay.
Like a long time on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw it and I was like, I did the Debbie Ryan hair tuck. And I said to myself, what's all this then?
What's all this then?
And then I
That
never
is so
watched it
funny.
because it was an anime and I was like, I don't know if I want to get into anime right now.
That's
I don't think I can
understandable.
emotionally handle that. And it was a good choice. I'm glad I didn't because I couldn't have emotionally handled it. But now I'm more stable,
Good.
relatively speaking.
Me too. That's
So
why I
think-
started watching anime.
Yeah, so there you go.
Anything else?
Yeah, it takes place in England, I think.
Sure.
It's like industrial Victorian, like mid 1800s is my guess based on like the clothing and the architecture.
Okay.
But yeah, so I know the beginning of it, the little boy, he's like 12 or something. I don't know, 10. He's young.
I think he's 12.
His parents die.
I looked up pictures and I think that he's 12. I just need to see their faces.
I love him. Yeah, I love a good child protagonist, and he seems fun and tortured.
You love to see
What good is your child anime protagonist if they're not tortured?
Right, they either have to have a dead mom, an absent father, or tortured, tragic backstory.
Yeah. Ciel, I feel weird saying that because I feel like I'm saying it wrong. I'll look it up later.
That feels
and then I'll
okay
say
to
it
me.
Right in the full episode.
Okay.
Mr. Young Master Phantom Hive. That's what I'll call him.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds good.
Young Master Phantom Hive. So his parents die.
Mm-hmm.
And he, for some reason, has like this pact with a demon. People kidnap him and try to kill him? Question mark.
Good for him.
This seems wrong now that I'm saying it out loud.
That does seem kind of fake.
I said this was at the beginning of the show, but I don't know anymore.
And
anyway,
this, I couldn't tell you.
No, because that's how the show works.
Yeah.
We are a mess.
Yeah, we are.
He summons a demon, and the demon disguises himself as a butler to take care of him, and he's actually a really good butler.
That's
nice.
Nice.
His whole catchphrase is, "I'm one hell of a butler," and it's a joke because he's a demon
funny.
from
He's
hell.
A demon.
Got him!
Got him.
Yeah, no, I'm happy for him.
I love a demon with a good humor.
Yeah, he's funny. He's funny. And
he's hot, too, right?
He is
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I wasn't gonna say it, but if you're gonna say it...
It's okay. I got you.
That is great.
I will determine
what
anime characters are hot, and then you can agree or disagree with me.
Verify?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, I looked through the character list last night.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of these characters are very attractive. They're beautiful.
Okay. I believe it.
So, Black Butler, everyone's British. Everyone has a British accent. Are there any Americans in this show?
Why are you asking me?
I'm asking just to guess. No, take a guess.
Okay.
Take a guess.
Okay.
Is there like a token,
I'm gonna say no.
like, bad voice American character? No?
I'm gonna say no. That would be quite funny.
It would be. I'm gonna say I want it. I'm not expecting it.
I'm not expecting
it.
It'd be fun.
I'm gonna be a little disappointed if there's no, like, bad New York accent, like, American character. Wait, but this is, like, Industrial Revolution, like, Victorian England,
yeah, no,
so
probably not.
They probably wouldn't be quite that aggressive about it. So maybe not.
Maybe not.
When did the American accent even come about? You know what? I'm getting into some history that
listen. Okay, no, I got this. So, get this. I could be completely wrong.
Okay.
But this is the history that I know that someone told me and I just rolled with it.
I'm so ready.
Were they right? Don't know.
Okay.
So, in England, a very long time ago, I don't know what point in time, very long time ago.
Okay.
They had these American accent. They spoke the same way that we do in America.
Okay.
And then the rich people were like, we don't want to sound the same as the poor people, 'cause y'all talk yucky. I don't want that.
Yucky.
They talk yucky.
Yeah.
And so then they started speaking in a different way to show off how rich they were, and then that just developed the British accent.
Wow!
It's all because of rich people. Maybe that's why I don't like it. A lot of people are like, "Oh my gosh, British accents." Hot take, I don't love it.
British accents are bad because they're used to oppress the poor. That's my hot take.
There you go.
Yeah. All British people?
Yeah. What about the poor British people? Are they canceled too?
Do they exist?
I
I've
don't
never
know.
been over there. Who's to
I've never been over there. Do poor people exist in Britain?
In Britain? I've never been
I don't know.
there.
I've never been there, so I couldn't tell you.
I couldn't tell ya. I'm gonna say they probably do.
If I went to Britain,
okay,
there would be at least one poor person there, and it would be me.
you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Same. Well,
So.
I'm gonna say there probably are poor British people, but they're also British, and that seems like their fault.
It does kind of seem like their fault.
Yeah, so I think that's still, like...
You know what?
It's
still...
Poor British people, you're on thin ice.
Thin ice.
Yeah, watch your backs.
Rich British people, it's on site.
Rich British people, I have a guillotine to go in my pocket at all times.
Pocket guillotine.
Wow! Okay. Put that
Let's
down
get on
the
that.
list.
Someone call...
Yeah.
I don't think Dan Povenmire would put that in an episode of Phineas and Ferb, but I would like to see it.
Seems like a Phineas and Ferb invention, though. I would also like to see it.
Right?
This is a long...
Right? Pocket guillotine.
Pocket guillotine, the assassination of JFK. We have a list of things that could go in, like, a dark timeline Phineas and Ferb show.
Yes.
Wow.
I love it.
No, I was about to say something stupid. Never.
Say
I was
it.
gonna say Black Butler, Phineas and Ferb crossover, but... I mean, it's not the
Debbie
worst.
Ryan hair tuck?
It's not the worst idea I've ever had.
It's okay, let's compare it. Is it better than your Umbrella Academy Kingsman crossover?
Oh, okay. So listen though, that was pretty good.
I think we should have been writing down the different crossovers that you've come up with, and then we just like at some point we have to rank them.
Yeah, or like a showdown.
Yes.
Like a tiered.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. I will keep that in mind. I thought you were gonna say we should take all your crossovers and every episode just keep adding to it. So it's like Kingsman.
So it's like those master list crossovers on Archive of Our Own.
Yes.
The one that you look up one fandom and it's like, oh, here's the master list that you have to scroll through a whole page just to get past the fandom tags because there's so many. And then you get to the bottom thinking, okay, each chapter is going to be like a short little thing and then the next chapter is going to be completely different fandom. They're just doing little short stories. Nope.
Massive crossover.
It's all one.
Yeah.
It's all one massive crossover, baby.
That's
and
terrifying.
you know that Supernatural is at the top.
It's at the top. Every single fandom ever.
Every single time.
Has
Supernatural and Marvel. They are always at the top.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, they're like the biggest fandoms.
Mm-hmm.
As far as, like, mainstream
And they're
stuff.
scary.
Marvel is not
They're
that bad.
scary.
It's fine. I mean, it's huge. So the bigger your fandom gets, the weirder things can be. But the Supernatural
I said
fandom
I didn't really
is
like...
Emma. Death
It's
penalty.
scary.
Electric chair. If you're in the Supernatural
Pocket
fandom,
guillotine. I'm pulling it out.
Pocket guillotine is coming out. If you're in the Supernatural
on
fandom
site.
and I see you posting Supernatural like
my
fan
gosh.
fiction,
Or edits on Instagram.
If I
especially
see-
the sad edits.
I'm on my way. You better watch
I'm on my
out.
way.
If you're British
Oh,
and you're
that's so
posting
funny.
Supernatural content,
Even worse.
my soul just left my body for a second.
Double kill.
Double trouble. Wait, double bubble. Toil and trouble. This is a Halloween episode. I forgot to bring more Halloween into this.
Dang.
I know. I hate that.
Yeah.
We will go into more detail about the Supernatural fandom at one point. Oh my gosh, thanks for reminding me.
Yes. You're welcome.
Yeah, but anyway, is that all about Black Butler?
I think so.
Okay, great.
Okay.
Delightful.
Great.
We did it. We will be back. We're gonna read a bunch of Black Butler fanfiction in a very short amount of time. Yay! See you guys on the other side. And we're live. Welcome back to us. We are back from reading fanfiction. Okay.
I was gonna say.
No, I know. I say that every time.
Single time.
And you always make fun of me, but what I said makes sense.
Every time.
We have returned from reading
We have returned
a stupid amount of Black Butler fanfiction. And Emma, listeners,
I only cried twice.
Why did you cry at all? You know what? We'll get into it. We have a guest.
Okay. Yes.
We have a guest, friend of the show.
We do.
Zoey, welcome to our podcast. Emma, you gasped.
Ellie, this is our first guest.
Hi. Welcome, Zoey.
Yes.
Would you like to tell us a little bit about yourself, your fandom background, etc.?
Yes. Sure. Okay, so I'm 20 and I'm a massive weeb. Never grew out of my weeb phase, guys.
You love to see it.
I don't know. I don't even start. I love anime.
That's good.
I really like anime. I like all kinds of specific genre. So I branch out across all genres.
Awesome. That's good to know. What is okay, specifically with Black Butler, because that is what this episode is.
Yes.
Is this like in a top ranking for you, or it's just a show you really enjoy? Do you hate it? That would be good to know. Do you hate Black Butler, actually?
Yeah, I know. Actually, I just find it.
Scum of the earth.
No. It was one of the first animes I watched thoroughly, and like I was younger. I was in like middle school, but I don't know. It stuck with me. It's very good. It's definitely like my top 5.
I love that. Well, that's great. I'm very nervous to hear what you have to say about the terrible things that we've seen.
I have no idea what you're gonna say, Ellie. That's the thing. So I know almost nothing. I have a lot of question marks written down. I didn't even bother color coding this because
it's such a mess.
It's just such a mess. I don't have anything about plot. I just have random little things about the characters.
Okay.
So Ellie, I'm very excited to see what you have going on. You are carrying plot.
Okay. I mean, I can do that because I feel like I know a lot.
You're gonna have to.
Yeah, wow, alright. Okay, so jumping into the plot of Black Butler, honestly, what is happening? So,
do you want to start with setting? Because I have somewhat of a setting. That's okay. I have Victorian era in Britain. Do I have a time period specifically? Nope. No years.
Okay.
None. It just doesn't take place in any point in time.
Yeah. The 1800s. It's Victorian, so somewhere in that period.
Somewhere around there.
Yeah. Okay, good. Thank you, Emma, for your one bit of information. Do you have anything else to share?
No, that's the only thing I have written down is just that one thing.
Okay.
No, like, that's my whole note. It's just Victorian era. That's all it says. Just a blank sheet of paper.
Wow, that's a lot. Okay, well, where to start? Characters. Well, we already talked about in the intro, Sebastian is the demon butler. He's very hot.
Did we talk about how he's hot? Because I remember I called you last night saying how hot he is.
He's so hot, and honestly, like, I get why people watch this show. Just because of him.
Zoey. I think I talked about it in the intro. But you've seen Ouran High School Host Club, right?
Yes.
Because it's Kyoya. And so Ellie played a clip and I close my eyes. I'm like, I can't.
Oh no.
Yeah,
I can't hear anyone other than
I showed you his TikTok.
Other than this high schooler host club. Oh my gosh.
It's like the rich boy voice, except in Black
is.
Butler, it's deeper and it's more manly and evil. Yeah.
Okay.
We love Sebastian. I'm a huge fan of
Yes,
this guy.
we do.
Um,
We really do.
I feel like he's really evil and gross. But like also hot. So I let him, like, he can have a pass on this one, you know.
Yeah, he's allowed. I'll let it happen.
He makes a pact somehow with, is it Ciel? Is that how you say his name?
That's how I've been saying
Yeah.
it.
Okay, because I was also just going to call him Young Master Phantom Hive, and I think I might continue to do that. So
Okay.
he makes a pact with Ciel, or Ciel makes a pact with him, I guess. And I'll get into plot later on that one, because I seriously... it took me like 3 hours to figure out, okay, how did they meet each other? And I still don't really know, but that's okay.
Hey, I still don't know at all, so...
Yeah, so Ciel Phantom Hive is a literal child. I think he's like 10 or 12.
He's 13.
Emma knows 2 things.
There you go.
Okay.
2 things.
Okay, thanks, Emma.
He's 13.
He's 13.
Uh-huh.
He's rich. He's kind of a brat. You love to see it. He's an earl. Whoa. And his family's dead. So
So he makes a good anime protagonist.
He makes a great anime protagonist
His
because his parents
family's
died
dead.
tragically and traumatically when he was young. Yeah.
You love to see it.
You love to see it. So then we've got this ensemble cast of servants that all live and work in Phantom Hive Manor? Is it a manor or a mansion? I feel like it's a manor.
That sounds right to me.
Yeah.
So our ensemble cast of servants, and some of these people, I don't know if they're actually servants or not. So I'm going to list the people I know are servants first, and then I'm just going to say some other names and we're going to see what happens. So we have Baldroy, but he goes by Bard, and he's the chef, and he's looking very fine. I think he's in his like mid to late 30s. Finian, who I think people call Finny. I don't know if they call him that in the show or if that's just a fandom thing, but he's the gardener and he's 16. I saw a clip of Finian defending the manor from like bad guys. It was very scary, but also he was very sweet, and I was like a little emo. I was like, oh, he just wants to protect his friends. Oh, it was cute. And then Mei Rin is a maid. Know literally nothing about her. Actually, I don't even know if she's a maid. I just assumed based on her outfit, and I wrote it down.
Nice.
I don't actually know what she does. There could be more, but that's. I'm gonna stop there for ensemble cast of servants. Elizabeth Midford is some girl.
They're cousins.
She and Ciel
Aren't they?
Oh, I was gonna say they're engaged.
Okay, but
to
I'm
be
pretty
married,
sure
but are they
they're
also cousins?
Zoey, am I right?
Yeah. They're cousins.
Oh, okay. Oh, I got nervous. Yes, they are cousins. Okay.
Are they also you know what? I don't want to know if they're
They
actually.
are.
I'm gonna say they are
Okay.
engaged to be married, and
Yes.
they're cousins.
She also, I have written down that she likes swords.
Oh, good for her.
Me
I'm happy
too.
for her.
She's very cute.
That's cute. Another character that I think only shows up briefly, but I'm so enchanted by him that I wrote down his name in like big letters. Alois Trancy is another earl of like a different family of the
I love
Trancy
him.
estate. He's a brat. He's slutty. He's in the running for sluttiest character in this show.
Ellie
Easily.
told me, she was like, go look up what he wears.
Yeah.
I'll have to look up his outfit.
That gay.
Yeah.
Just like the homosexuality exuding from Alois Trancy was overwhelming. I feel like the show is kind of homo.
It's very...
The fandom is definitely
There are
gay.
no exclamation points.
Emma, they hide it.
They hide the exclamation points? Because it's the Victorian era,
gay.
You gotta be secret.
Because it's the Victorian era.
They're just
yeah.
really...
You gotta hide your gay.
You have to hide it. Everyone's just really good friends with each other. This fandom is so gay. Yeah, so a lot of people ship Ciel and Alois. Now, I do know that Ciel kills Alois in a duel.
Yeah.
He shoots him dead. Which I think is fun.
Very Alexander Hamilton of it.
Mm-hmm.
So it is funny to me that people ship them. I love a good enemies to lovers.
It's like one of my favorite tropes.
It's maybe the best trope, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Alois's butler is Claude.
Mm-hmm.
I wrote down Glasses Man so that I remembered who Claude was. I don't know if he seems like kind of a secret bad guy or something.
Yeah, I got the
he gives
bad
off
vibes.
villain vibes. Yeah.
He doesn't
I think
seem
he's
like
bad. I feel like he's bad.
I think he's a bad guy.
I feel like, or at least like he and Sebastian are some kind of enemies or something. Other characters that I really don't know who they are. William T. Spears showed up a lot, shipped with Sebastian. Not a clue who he is. I didn't even bother looking. Oh, Emma, tell us who William T. Spears
thing,
is.
and it sounds so fake. It sounds so fake. This is one of the reasons that I started crying. I started crying because I was so confused and stressed out. Okay? So this has him... it's a quote from a fan fiction, and it says, William T. Spears is the future administrator of the management division of the Grim Reaper Dispatch. So I don't know what that means.
So the Grim Reaper has a dispatch in this world.
Oh my gosh, Ellie, Death Note Agency.
What a title!
What a title.
Death Note Agency crossover. The Death Note Agency AU takes place in the 1930s. But I can move that around a little bit to make this fit with Black Butler. I vibe with that. Yeah, I'll make it work. I'll make it happen.
I'm trying to see if I have anything written down about him.
Besides his epic title.
Yeah, besides that he's the future administrator of the management division of the Grim Reaper Dispatch.
So, Grim Reapers there's multiples of them,
yes,
I think.
There are.
That's like a title, right? I'm having flashbacks to Full Metal Alchemist where we were trying to figure out what being an alchemist meant, and it's like an honorary, like, military title or whatever. This is that. But with death, I guess? So they just kill people? I'm not really sure. I think that's fun. There's a character named The Undertaker who I think is also a Grim Reaper. Don't hair. What is this? Is he hot?
Oh. Okay, he has these really stupid bangs, but I saw a picture of him where you saw. Oh, nope. Oh, with the bangs pulled back, he got these green eyes and like this scar. And he has like the little single
Black Butler.
Small braid. Oh my gosh. I turned to Mariah and I just Debbie Ryan hair tuck. And then she laughed at me. So
okay, the bangs with the hat are very stupid. But without the hat, hi sir.
There should be a picture of him on like one of the manga covers. And yes.
Oh my gosh, little do you ladies know in the manga, woo, if you don't, Sebastian, you said
I love that.
Like,
I love a couple evil guys. Just guys being dudes.
Just guys being dudes.
Killing. Constantly doing a murder.
Oh, we love to do a murder.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
He's a bad dude.
He's called the Undertaker, so
yeah.
I could assume.
So not great.
Amazing.
Okay, I don't know how much you guys want or deny the assumptions. Should I just leave
That's
it
a
up
good
in
question.
the air?
Emma, should we leave it up in the air,
just
or do
be
you want
neutral.
Zoe to confirm?
Well, I mean, you don't have to confirm whether he's hot or not, because we already got that down.
that would that's confirmed.
Okay, so that's The Undertaker and William T. Spears.
Yes. One other thing about The Undertaker that I've written down is he has dolls, and I don't...
Like voodoo dolls?
No, I think maybe they're voodoo dolls, but they're
just regular dolls?
big human-like dolls that I think he can control, because it sounded like they were fighting the dolls, which sounds very scary. I was gonna look up a picture, and then I decided that I do not want to see it.
That's so
I was
scary.
a little too scared. Because I have written down, The Undertaker has dolls, ? Don't like the sound of that.
That's scary. I don't like that.
It's scary.
I actually like that a lot, because I've been craving a good, like, horror anything for Halloween this year, so I'll just blast through all 3 seasons of Black Butler in, like, 2 days. Okay, another character... Ooh, there were multiple, and I should have written them down, but I only wrote down one. Soma, a prince of something. That's what I have written down for...
Oh, I'm trying to figure out. I remember...
But there were other characters from, like, their...
Yeah.
I'm assuming they're from, like, a different country? Because their, like, clothing and stuff is not Victorian England, which is great. Get some...
Good for them.
Get some flavor in there, my goodness. But I did get, a character that I got hooked on and I went down a rabbit hole of rabbit holes, is Grell Sutcliffe.
I did find out more about Grell after I told you on the phone that I know nothing about Grell.
That you know nothing about Grell, and I told you I'm obsessed with Grell. Yeah, I'm obsessed with Grell. I simp. Grell is really interesting to me.
I have a question. About Grell.
Yes.
Okay, so... I don't actually know Grell's pronouns, because one of the tags in a lot of the fics were female pronouns for Grell. So, I don't know.
Grell is a trans woman, and you cannot change my mind. I got unnecessarily annoyed when I saw people put in Grell and Sebastian fic and having it male/male.
No.
She is not a man. Like... On the wiki, well, I read 2 wikis, because I'm thorough. One of the wikis has her as a woman. The other wiki uses all gender-neutral they-them pronouns the whole way through.
That's why I couldn't figure it out, because I went and I looked up on the wiki, and it was all gender-neutral.
So I think that Grell can be referred to either way. I guess the show doesn't make it clear that she's a woman? I feel like, do they not say at all? I don't know. She refers to herself as a woman, I'm pretty sure. But I guess other people don't refer to her by anything other than her name when they talk about her. But she's also canonically bisexual. You love to see it.
Black Butler is for the girls and the gays only.
Black Butler's for the girls and the gays. That's what I'm saying. Yes. Okay. Yeah. So I love Grell. She is a murder. I called her and Sebastian murder lovers. I don't think they're actually lovers. Sebastian just uses her attraction to him to get her to do whatever he wants, which is very cool of him.
Very.
Relatable. I would also let Sebastian boss me around. And she's also like a photographer, and she's like obsessed with Sebastian. Yeah.
It's very cash money, I do have to say.
Can I tell you what I know about Grell?
Tell me what you know about Grell.
So, Grell K-worded herself.
Awesome.
And
cool.
Is now a Reaper ?
Oh, so she's dead and became a Reaper after she died.
But also is/was Jack the Ripper with Angelina. I don't know who Angelina is.
Yes,
though.
okay.
So
I also don't know who Angelina
Sweet!
is, but there's like a group of people who did the Ripper murders like together, which
that's so cute.
honestly, that's kind of fun.
That's kind of fun.
If I was gonna do some murders, get my homies together, we all go. Yeah, like a group.
That's cool.
I just think that's cute. I also don't know who Angelina is, but I did see her name mentioned. Cool. That was my list of characters.
Yeah, I don't think I have any other characters written down. Oh, wait! Othello!
Oh,
Othello!
Othello, tell me about Othello.
You told me, you were like, yeah, I know all the characters, and I was like, oh yeah, Othello, and you were like, hold on, what?
I've literally never
heard
that name ever. Yeah, who is that?
Okay, I'm gonna tell you, I know 2 things about Othello.
I'm ready.
Oh, okay, 3 things about Othello.
Okay.
Maybe 4. Othello is a scientist.
Ooh, okay.
I'm still not sure about pronouns, but they have green hair, I think.
That's fun.
I know, good for them.
You love a good green hair
I
anime character.
do,
Yeah,
I really do.
Him.
Somehow in association with Grell, I believe. And there was a point in time where Othello went up against the Undertaker, pulled a risky move, maybe almost died, and then Grell was like, why would you do that? Don't do that again.
Yeah, okay.
So that's Othello.
Okay, great.
So that's what I know.
That's kind of fun. I literally did not come across that name at all.
Okay.
So I don't know what weird corner of AO3 you were lurking on.
I don't know, dude. When I looked up Black Butler, the
probably a worse
thing, the first thing to show up, what was it? Wasn't it a Black Butler Full Metal Alchemist crossover? I texted you.
Yeah, and I read it.
You did?
Yeah, I did read it.
How was it?
I did. So it was part of a longer series of fics.
Okay.
Where Edward Elric and an original female character whose name is Natalie.
Nice.
Jump through universes. What's that thing on TikTok now? People are talking about like phasing, or what is it called? You know what I'm talking about? They talk about like manifesting themselves in a different...
Shifting?
Yeah, shifting. Okay, it's like shifting. This was written a while ago, though, so it's pre-shifting as a thing. But they're basically shifting from universe to universe.
Nice.
And I read the fic before and the fic after to get an idea of what was going on. I didn't read the first one, though, because it was too long, and it had nothing to do with Black Butler, so I was like, I don't care. But Natalie is not from the Full Metal Alchemist universe. I think it's like, I was a girl in the real world, and then I got transported into an anime, which is
that is
something.
So funny to me.
And she and Edward, I think, are supposed to be like little love interests, but they end up in the Black Butler universe through like a portal. They help a little girl that's getting like attacked or chased by like a man, and then the cops show up, so they dip because they're like, we don't want to get questioned by these pigs. They don't say that. That's what I said. We don't want to get questioned. They're going to ask too many questions, and they're going to find out that we're not from here, so we're going to go. And they run away, and they end up at Phantom Hive Manor. And Ciel and Sebastian are just like out, and they see them, so they come over, and they're like, what are you doing here? And Ciel's very bratty and very annoyed, and he's like, get these commoners off my lawn, or whatever. I don't know. I don't know what he says. And then Sebastian tries to kill them. He straight up like throws knives at them, and Edward jumps to save Natalie, and they hit him in the chest and the stomach, and he straight up almost dies. But then, get this, they shift, they teleport, whatever, through a portal to the next universe, and it's Sailor Moon. So then, the Sailor Moon girls heal Edward Elric from almost getting by Sebastian. I'm so obsessed with that. I wish there was more. It's not a very long series, but
God.
it's pretty good.
Oh my god.
It's only 3 chapters, the Black Butler section, and not very much happens. I'm not even sure why they're there, except to get attacked by Sebastian, and like that's it.
Nice.
Anyway, do we want to jump into ships or do we want to jump into
Please tell me about the plot before I explode.
the plot? Okay. Let me tell you about the plot of
Thank
Black
you.
Butler. Here we go. All right, this is the plot according to Ellie.
It's canon now.
This
Whatever
is
you
canon
say,
now.
it's canon now.
So
So you're about to get all A's because this is all real.
I seriously, where to even begin? Okay, so Ciel Phantom Hive, son of, you know what? Didn't write down his parents' name. I remember kind
One
of,
of them
but
starts
it's
with a
fine.
V. Is it Vincent?
Victor, and Rachel. No, that's
I think is it Vincent though, because Vincent sounds more right than Victor.
Philippa. What's the wife's name?
No,
It doesn't matter.
that sounds way, way wrong.
You know what? Their names are Vincent and Philippa now.
Okay.
Those are their names. All right. Vincent and Philippa Phantom Hive, heads of the Phantom Corporation, die in a tragic attack at the house? Question mark?
Interesting.
And Ciel is the only survivor.
Poor guy.
Somehow,
Poor kid.
and I have seen a scene, and I mentioned it in the intro, but I cut it because I was like, I don't actually know when this happens. I don't know if it's a flashback. I don't know if it happens at the beginning. I don't know if it happens near the end. I think it's when Ciel and Sebastian... No, I can't say that because I don't know for sure, but I've seen a clip from the show where they're in, like, a big room that has, like, auditorium seating, and there's, like, an altar, and there's a bunch of dead people, and they tried to kill Ciel, I think, and then Sebastian is there in his demon form, and he's like, say my name, and Ciel's like, okay. So he says his name, because that, like, summons him or whatever.
Oh, right, yes.
And Sebastian's like, what would you have me do, my lord, or whatever. I don't know what he says. And Ciel's like, just kill them all. And then he kills all of the people that were trying to hurt Ciel. I don't know when that happens. I don't know what that's about. Not a clue. But that tells me that Ciel can summon Sebastian just by saying his name. And I actually, now that I say that out loud, I don't actually know if that's true, but
I don't know,
fine.
that's
It's
Beetlejuice.
canon. Beetlejuice. Sebastian, you say his name 3 times and he shows up and makes your life miserable.
Yes.
Yeah, he just ruins everything. So his parents die. And it's mysterious circumstances, okay? So part of his pact with Sebastian is solving the murder and getting revenge on whoever killed his family, right?
Nice.
And then at the end of the pact, once the pact is over, Sebastian gets to eat Ciel's soul.
Nice.
Which, that's fun and sexy. What a weird relationship.
Yeah.
Like, you're friends with someone, or you're, like, partners in crime with someone, but then at the end of your relationship, they get to kill you. Like, that's a lot. And you both know it's coming, and there's nothing you can do about it. Love that.
Nice.
So... they are bound together by this pact. I think what ends the pact is Ciel completing his quest for revenge, but who knows? So that's cool. Now, some minor plot elements. I think this is a crime show. I think this is like a detective show. Ciel is the Queen of England's watchdog. Who the Queen of England is canon in this universe. She is a character. So happy for her.
Very.
But he's the Queen's watchdog, which I guess means like she sends him on little private detective adventures to solve things and fix things. I don't know if people know like, okay, this is the same problem I had with Death Note. Like, how many people know what a Death Note is? How many people in the Black Butler universe know about demons and stuff? I have no idea.
Right.
So I don't know if the queen knows about the stuff that is supernatural, or if she's like, just solve the crime, and he's like, okay, well, it was demons, but I took care of it. Like, I don't know. I have something... Okay. Emma.
Mm-hmm.
This is to answer your question that you called me very late last night and asked me about the difference between Ciel and the real Ciel.
Let me tell you right now, it would not be an episode of our podcast if we didn't talk about incest.
Yeah, welcome again. A second mention of incest.
A second mention of incest. This is the worst. I hate this.
So in the fanfiction, there's about 200 something or 300 fanfics that have the tag real Ciel Phantom Hive, and it's a different person than regular Ciel Phantom Hive. So we were trying to figure out if this was a canon thing or a fanon thing.
Yeah.
So I think I figured it out. Emma, I read probably 25,000 words of fanfic last night to solve this mystery for you.
Thank you.
I think I've cracked it.
Thank you.
So, and if some of this isn't even true, I think that's really fun.
It is now.
So, Ciel had a twin whose name was Ciel. So he's the original Ciel. And the Ciel that we see in the show is not the original Ciel, but when the real Ciel died, he took his brother's name and made it his own. I guess you can do that.
Can I do that when you die?
He's like pretending to be him. Yes.
Thank you.
Go for it. It'll probably be soon, so get ready to change all your stuff. My sickly body is ready to yeet from this mortal plane. So Ciel died.
Okay.
But the other Ciel took his name. Okay. And that's the Ciel that we see in the show. Now, I think that we don't know that Ciel is a twin until like way later. I don't think that's something that you find out in the beginning. That's my guess. I read a fic that said it was canon compliant, okay?
Okay.
Where Ciel, I think they're at the manor, and the Undertaker is there, and the ghost of Ciel's dead brother is also there. And Ciel shoots his ghost brother. So fake when I say it out loud.
Can I do that when you die?
What in the Hamlet is this?
Yeah, dude, you can definitely shoot me.
Thank you.
My ghost, specifically, yeah.
Yeah.
So that was the thing that I read. And I'm just gonna assume that that's what happens at some point. But I seriously don't know. And most of these, so there's no separate fandom tag for the manga versus the show.
Mm-mm.
It's all mixed in. So people say like canon up to chapter 150 or whatever, and I was like, okay, so this is from the manga, which means it might never show up in the show at all. So, and it might not even be canon. I don't know, because it said canon up to chapter 150, which means after that point they might have written their own canon for it. I don't know. But that's what happens. I read several fics that were like flashbacks to when Ciel and his twin were alive at the same time when they were young. And is the dad hot?
I don't know.
A Victorian England like industrialist. So I hope that he's not, because that would be like I simp for capitalism, but also, like, is the dad hot?
I'm looking it up.
We should have a rating system. Is the dad hot?
Is the dad hot? Oh, Ellie.
Emma, don't say it like that. Is he hot?
Yeah.
Ellie, he's hot.
Oh my gosh.
my gosh, he's really hot.
Ooh, don't say that.
I'm saying it.
He looks like light Death Note.
No,
to me.
don't say that.
No, he does. No, he does.
Look.
Emma, look at his face and tell me that's not light Death Note.
That's not.
That's light Death Note.
No, it's not. Shut up.
It is. It is. I'm ruining this for you. That's light.
No.
That's light Death Note! That
No,
one
it's
looks
not.
so much like him. What?
Uh-oh.
Why did you show me that? You are a liar. He's
Oh,
hot.
I love
No,
this.
he is.
I love this panel of him
Wait, is the mom
reclining
hot
of saying, "It's Vincent Phantom Hive."
too? Okay, so did we say Victor? Or
No,
did we
you
say
said Victor.
Vincent?
I said Vincent. I
Yeah.
was right.
Okay.
Is the mom
I think his
hot?
name should be Victor.
What's
Is the
her
mom hot?
name?
Google, is the mom from Black Butler hot?
Okay.
See what Google says.
Fine. What's her name? Rachel?
Rachel. Ah! I was right the first time!
She's cute.
But I second guessed myself because I thought Rachel wasn't Victorian enough. Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me?
She got a long neck. She got that long anime neck.
She got that Oikawa disease.
Probably.
Long neck characters just stress me out. I don't know. They're scary. Why are their necks like that?
Why are their necks like that?
Hey, Emma.
Agreed. I have to.
Yeah. you gotta agree. What's going on? So, I think that when Ciel took his dead twins' name,
Okay.
a cult was trying to kill him. Did the
Nice.
family make a pact with Sebastian before Ciel did? I don't know. Was the cult trying to take Sebastian's pact with Ciel from Ciel by killing him? I don't know.
Interesting.
Those were some points that were brought up in the fanfics that I was like, there's a lot of conflicting information here.
Interesting.
I don't know.
I don't know.
So that's the general plot, but they just go on little detective adventures together. There's Grim Reapers, there's murders, there's a lot of murder.
Nice.
There's a significant amount of murder. There's a circus?
Interesting.
I think. Don't know what that's about. But I do know that two very weird, like, acrobatic kids, these little acrobats, are part of the group that tries to attack the manor. So that's cool.
Good for them.
I'm happy for them. Oh, that was one thing I was gonna say. I watched that clip to figure out who Finney was. And, he gets fully killed by one of the people that attacks the manor. He fully dies.
Oh no.
He just gets rocked. And then the guy leaves and he's like, like, these people are gonna be so easy to take down. And then you hear Finian's voice again. He's like, this is my Finian impression. You can't go in there. Master Ciel gave strict instructions that no one can be in the manor. No. Tell me that's not spot on. Tell me that wasn't a great impression. Sounds just like him.
It's so I hear Dobby and I
love it. So anyway, Emma just died.
I started crying.
I'm so sorry, Emma.
Thanks.
it was my
I'm
Emma
not
deceased,
okay.
yeah. So, Finian is like walking covered in blood, but he's like, you can't go in there.
Stop it.
And the guy's like, oh my gosh, like, what's going on? I think that all the servants can't die.
Oh.
I think they're all like undead or something. Which I
That's a
think
good way to go.
That's a pretty cool way to protect your haunted house, is make all of your servants unable to die. So I don't know if they're undead or if that's just like, if they die, they come back, or I don't know. Very fun though. Okay, now I have a list of random stuff that doesn't really go anywhere with the plot, but it's just things that I read that I was like, I have to talk about this. I already covered a couple of them, like Ciel kills Alois in a duel, which is very fun. Grell is a trans woman and canonically bisexual.
I have a question about Alois.
Okay. He is gay.
Yeah, that wasn't my question. That's already been answered.
Oh, okay.
I already knew that.
Okay, what's the question?
Okay, so in one of the fan fictions that I read, it made it seem like, I don't even know, okay, are Alois and Ciel, they're not the same person, but was Alois, like, were they occupying the same body at some point in time? Zoey,
I did not come across
Zoey, please, I need to know.
That. But Emma's gonna die if she doesn't know.
I'm gonna start crying again. I was so confused. Okay, because, was Alois, like, trapped in Ciel's mind?
Alois is basically just, like, a direct foil of Ciel, and so it's, like, all metaphorical. It wasn't, and nothing was literal, just, like, metaphorically, like, this could have been Ciel, so Alois is, like, what Ciel could have been.
Interesting.
Question, did you guys, like, for the voice actors and stuff, did you look up the sub or the dub actors?
I only know the dub of Sebastian.
I don't watch anime, and a lot of the dub actors are in other stuff, so, like, those are names that I recognize from, like, video games or, like, other animated shows, right?
Right.
But I don't watch sub-anime.
Okay, gotcha.
I don't think I've watched a sub-anime ever.
I watch dubbed because I have ADHD.
Because you have ADHD.
And I have to be doing something while I watch TV or else I can't focus. And so then I can't read and watch at the same time without also doing something else that occupies a part of my brain.
You're
my
so
roommate
oppressed.
got mad at me about that.
Yeah, I don't ever watch anime and dub. It's like I just can't. Like, no, I don't really want to hear this white man's voice, so I'm looking at this anime.
That is so valid.
That's so valid. Oh my gosh, no, that's so. Oh, that's
wow,
so funny.
your power.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm just have ADHD and I'm illiterate.
That's just me.
Yeah, that's okay. I just don't. I mean, yeah. The first anime I ever watched was Death Note, like a month and a half ago.
Wait, was that the first anime that you ever watched?
Unless you count Pokemon, yes.
Wait, you didn't have,
I've watched,
like,
every season of Pokemon.
You didn't have, like, a point in your time where you watched a single anime other than Death Note right now in this moment?
No, I've never... That was my first anime ever.
Actually, I think Death Note was my first anime, too, but that was when I was in, like,
in, like,
grade.
2008 or whatever. Yeah. But yeah, I'm a dub guy. I guess I don't know if I have a preference. I just haven't listened to very much sub, but it depends on how bad the dub is. Although, actually, that's not true. I love bad dubs so much that, like, I don't care how bad it is, I'll watch it. I'll watch the bad dub. I don't give a crap.
Yeah, because I rewatched Yuri on Ice, and Victor's dub it kills me. It kills me.
The Russian accent.
Oh my gosh, the Russian accent. It kills me. But
I love it.
I still watch it and I love it. So
I think I could probably do a better Russian accent.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the only decent dubs, well, like, in my opinion, the Naruto dubs, amazing. Love. Iconic. Attack on Titan dub, also iconic. And then, like, I don't know, those are, like, the only ones I really watch because I genuinely like the voice actors.
Okay, so talking about the fandom. We're gonna jump into fandom. I did find a Super Hulock crossover.
Yep.
In 2020. feel like I don't know what I did to deserve that.
I can't wait to talk about the
But I feel like it was punishment from God
found.
directly to me. I don't know why.
I
don't know what I
cannot
did,
wait.
but I feel cursed.
Maybe you are.
There was so freaking much Harry Potter crossover.
Mm-hmm.
Literally every other fic was a Harry Potter crossover.
Can I talk about the Harry Potter crossover that I told you both about last night?
Please.
Okay.
Tell the audience. Emma, share with the class.
I would love to.
Yes.
So this was a Black Butler Harry Potter crossover. And whenever I see Harry Potter crossovers, I'm like, okay, standard. This is the characters in the Hogwarts setting, and it goes over what houses they're in, and it's fun or whatever, right?
And it's always wrong
and there's magic
about which houses they're in.
It's always wrong. I always disagree.
Yeah.
No. No, this was the character from Black Butler, Othello. It is a fan fiction of, it's only like 400 words, maybe less. And it's Othello dying, but then he wakes up and he has been reincarnated into Harry Potter.
That's
the
a lot.
character Harry Potter. But get this, it's Harry Potter at like 12 years old. He wakes up as Harry Potter 12 years old. He doesn't like, you know, is reborn into Harry Potter. No, he like opens his eyes and he's sitting in the Great Hall in Hogwarts or something. Anyways, it was very chaotic.
That's so does Othello know that, like, it's like Harry Potter is Othello, or is Harry Potter just like, I'm Harry Potter and I don't remember my past life?
Yeah, no, he doesn't, he just wakes up and he's Harry Potter. And that was it. That was the end. He just wakes up and he's Harry Potter. It was one chapter completed. So it wasn't even like Othello wakes up and he's Harry Potter and here are his adventures. No. It's Othello dies, wakes up, he's Harry Potter at 12 years old, and then that's the end. That's the end.
Okay. What the heck?
I don't know. I'm so excited to go over all the other crossovers that I found.
I too wake up as Harry Potter.
Yeah, I too wake up and I'm like, guess I'm Harry Potter now. What the heck?
Dude,
all right.
I'm so excited to talk about the crossovers that I found. Because they are insane.
Yes. Yes. I didn't write down any specific crossovers because there were so many that I was just like, okay, what's going on in this Black Butler fandom? So yeah, the most popular ships, Sebastian and Ciel, is the top one.
It is the top one, which is
like by a significant amount.
Dude, so much.
Which shocked me. Because, like, again, every fandom has that one weird, like, or controversial ship. For it to be the top one by so much is, like,
it's like
kind
over
of shocking
a quarter.
to me. Yeah, it's over 25% of the
fiction.
entire fandom fan fiction is Sebastian and Ciel.
Which I don't love.
So that's something. William and Grell I saw a lot of, because I think William is another Grim Reaper, question mark?
Yes.
So they, like, work together, so that kind of makes sense. Jokingly, coworkers to lovers. Here's another ship that was very popular that I don't know who either of these people are. Alan and Eric?
Never heard of them.
Never heard of them, but that was a really popular ship, so I wrote it down. God. And then Sebastian and Grell, enemies to lovers, was very popular, which I think is fun. I am here for that. I will mention, because I don't want anyone to think that I think that Grell is, like, the best trans representation in a show. However, I am obsessed with her. So, also...
Yes.
But I did think the Sebastian and Grell enemies to lovers is very fun. on TikTok a couple months ago, the voice actor for Sebastian had a TikTok and he took it down, and I think it's because he got harassed by Sebastian and Ciel shippers about how Sebastian and Ciel was a problematic ship. It was a very well thought out, well said, and I think genuinely pretty compassionate take on the ship and how he didn't like it. And it wasn't like his personal opinion as a, you know, like, I hate this because fandom is gross or whatever. No, it was like super kind, explaining why Sebastian and Ciel are not a good, like, gay representation ship. The actor himself is a gay man. He's married to a man. They're both voice actors, actually.
Very powerful.
I am not the kind of person, I say this in every episode because I think it needs to be reiterated, I'm not the kind of person to police what people want to write fan fiction about. I think you can write about whatever you want. That's literally the point of fan fiction. Yeah. Get creative, get crazy. But there's a difference between, like, just writing, I don't know, a dark story about something, or writing Black Butler fan fiction where they are all characters in Ouran High School Host Club, which I did find, by the way, and I'm gonna read it.
Okay, hold on. Did I write that down? No, I did not. Sorry, gotta write that down in my crossovers really fast.
Write whatever fan fiction you want.
Yeah.
The biggest thing for me, and we talked about this in Full Metal Alchemist and maybe Umbrella Academy, although I don't think I brought it up in Umbrella Academy because they're all adults.
Yeah.
The reason that ships like that are problematic, which I think is an overused word, but problematic. The reason they're problematic is because you have this inherent power imbalance that is, in real world, would be ripe for abuse, right? However, like, people writing fanfiction highlighting how destructive that relationship would be if it were a romantic relationship, I don't have any issue with that, because you're highlighting, like, and you're telling a story, and I think that's interesting. People that romanticize relationships like that, that's where it gets sketchy, because then it's like,
that's a no-no.
People legitimately think this is fine, and they think it's cool, and they think it would be okay in real life if they were the Ciel in a situation and they had a Sebastian, which, like, I would like a Sebastian.
I would too.
But the relationship, you know, it's, and again, also though, it's all fictional. People always say, well, fiction affects reality, which is technically true, but you can't just say that. You have to dig deeper, like, why does it affect reality? How does it affect reality? What are the things that you are writing doing to affect reality? Yeah. This is me, again, side-eyeing the My Hero Academia fandom. I will delete all my social media if another My Hero Academia fandom person looks me in the eyes. If anybody makes eye contact with me. It's on site, I swear. I'm gonna cut this.
For that is, like,
dude, it's a lot.
It's wild to me.
It's
like, just
a
because
lot.
It's a flashback.
It's a lot.
One of the big reasons that I really hate, especially gay relationships, that it's like pedophilia, but a lot of these fans are into it, right? The reason I hate those specifically is because that is part of the reason why Western media has unhealthy portrayal of male relationships, is because there, you know, you've seen the commercials that America had put out about how your neighbor next door is a gay man who's going to molest your son, and, you know, like, he's a predator, and all gay men are predators and pedophiles, and it was advertised as that. So that's why that's a big reason why we have unhealthy portrayals of male relationships in Western media, is because of that.
We're
so
really
homophobic
that men can't even be friends with each other without being sexualized and demonized. And that is so evident in the Black Butler fandom. It's just like people just ship Sebastian with Ciel, like that's a totally healthy, normal thing. But it's not only is it like gross just in the implications of the power in that relationship, but it's perpetuating really harmful stereotypes that still permeate in American media and in culture.
I was just gonna say it's also like they make the characters like likable, like they give them positive, like they're not, you can't really hate on them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I don't know anyone that hates Sebastian, so it's like okay, well we can justify that really.
How could you hate him?
You know, he's not a bad, even though he's a demon.
Even though
I digress. Yeah, exactly. And he's like, yeah.
That's such a good point. Yeah, he is supposed to be a likable character despite all of the like scary things that he does, like doing murder. Which I think is fun. Yeah. So I do though, again, we had this problem with Full Metal Alchemist, making that comparison again, I do understand why people who relate to Ciel and simp for Sebastian would want to write that ship, because a lot of people, I think, see main characters as their own self-insert. That makes sense to me. That's pretty common. But just like also when your character that you relate to and the character you simp for, if that ship is perpetuating really harmful ideology, hey. So yeah, that's about it.
All right, Zoe, how did we do?
We're ready. Well, how did we do?
How did Ellie do? And my small comments.
I'm actually really, like, you guys did great. I give you a B+. It was
wow. Oh my gosh, we did amazing.
You got a lot of like the main plot. The plot in itself, is like very difficult to understand because there's so many like plot twists. There's a lot of plot twists, and in the anime, they don't really reveal a lot of those. It's mostly in the manga.
Just in the manga.
So,
okay.
I mean, you have to like watch and read. But I did write down some things. So Sebastian. It's like canon that he's Beelzebub, or that he's like a fallen angel. Because he has like the Mark of Solomon.
Yeah. I had written down that he was
interesting.
Maybe a Shinigami.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fun.
So they incorporate like that Western demonology thing as well as the Shinigami.
So interesting. Okay, cool.
Lore, which is really very cool.
Yeah.
Let's see what else they have. The whole thing with their pact. Yeah, that's pact. So yes, basically someone, I forget who it is. It's very deep. Someone targets Hive Manor and kills Vincent and Rachel, sets the house on fire, kidnaps Ciel 1 and Ciel 2.
Thing 1 and thing 2.
And it's basically they're a cult. And they wanted to summon Sebastian. So they use Ciel 1 as the sacrifice, and as his blood is, going everywhere, it's very disturbing. Ciel number 2 instead jumps in and signs the pact.
Wow.
So his honor is restored, for lack of a better word. And the portrayal of like angels and demons it's opposite. So like actually around the second season you're introduced to this angel character, and she's like the bad guy basically. It's interesting. The servants. Okay, so yeah, Bard, you were mentioning how they're like Bard, they're actually like they have like background in killing basically. So Bard is ex-military, and it basically made him super strong. Yeah, so he's like very strong. It's kind of like Captain America vibes for Finny. I love it. Mayrin is a sniper. Snipe. She does sharpshooting stuff. It's like off, and all of a sudden she's like a badass. It's very great. And then there was another servant, Tonica. He's not very like he's like the Alfred of the manor. He's like this old guy, and he's usually portrayed in like chibi form.
That's cute.
And he's cute. He always has like tea, But then he'll give these random, insightful, like very wise speeches in which he'll transform old man for. It's great. But yeah,
I love that.
I think it's really funny that we're talking about Sebastian and women because he's literally it's like canon that he comes across. It's very funny. It happens a lot in the anime. Um it's very funny. As far as the Sebastian and Ciel ship goes, it's actually in the anime it's like you're like, oh, is this a thing? Because the creator like pushes that they're like a thing. It's really weird.
Yeah, there are scenes that I have seen out of context that I'm like,
That is hilarious.
okay, I guess that's what we're going for here. So, in this show specifically, it does make sense to me that people would ship that naturally because it's pushed in the show, like, that they have a very deep connection that could be interpreted as romantic or sexual.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily like blame people for seeing it that way because it's pretty blatant in some ways. But also you would think at some point people would be like, this is kind of weird. Wait a second, this is weird.
Hold on a
So I
second.
don't know. But in anime, they're confessing their love for each other, and then they're like, good one, buddy, and then like, pat on the back, and that's
they're in love.
That's their friendship or whatever. They're just really good friends, so it's very odd.
Yeah, everyone has
honestly.
their socks on still. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, okay, so the whole eating of Ciel's soul. It's really weird. I don't know. Personally, I kind of see it as a plot hole because in the end of season 1, it's like implied that he takes his soul. But then in season 2, it's like, oh, just kidding, he's a DL now, so like he can't take his soul. And I was just kind of like, all right, well, you sold us this whole idea that like,
oh,
we're gonna see Ciel die in the end. Okay. But yeah, that's how they continue the seasons and the manga.
Interesting.
Yes. Girl, I think like her pronouns are she, they. I'm pretty sure. But in the sub, she's voiced by a man, which is interesting. I love her. Do love her. She's great. She really makes this show. There is oh yeah, I wanted to talk about Undertaker as well because evil, but he's not good.
Please talk about Undertaker. Yes.
Like he's not
okay.
evil, but he's
not
great. Good.
Okay.
He is like mad powerful, super powerful, but he's one of those characters that hides it with like his stupidity. You meet him basically. Ciel goes to him for help.
Interesting.
Yeah, and he's like, "Oh, well, you have to tell me a joke and all." So that's how you're introduced to him, and you're like, "Okay, like he's just this weird character.
He's
like
quirky.
He's not really gonna do anything to the plot."
Okay.
There's a movie, Book of Atlantic. My favorite, because there's zombies.
Oh
yes,
yeah, the zombies on a boat.
Bad. Yes. So what is a good Victorian zombie movie?
Yes.
I'm gonna tell you right now, that is the first time that I started crying. I saw Zombie Attack, and I started crying out of stress and confusion. Because it sounded so fake. And I didn't know how to handle it.
Is a plot.
It's gonna be okay, bud.
Thank you.
There are zombies canonically in this show.
Yes.
Okay.
It's my favorite.
All right.
Basically, in the movie, Undertaker tries to kill Ciel, which is like, it's kind of unprovoked. Through his almost killing Ciel, you learn a lot about Sebastian, and use that to like further the plot. Very good. One of the scenes where you like actively see Sebastian like genuinely care for Ciel, which is interesting. It's more of that like butler dynamic instead of a demon pact one. I mean, that's pretty much it. You guys basically covered everything. is very good. Very good.
Sweet.
Nice. So who's Soma?
Soma
And
is
Agni. Who's Agni?
so Soma's his country's never actually named, but he's the Prince of India, being like based on his he wears like a turban and stuff.
Okay.
So Agni is Butler.
Okay.
Interesting.
They are also
Okay.
they are all
Nice.
together. They just have like a genuine, like pure relationship. I love them. Soma's adorable. They appear in the manga more in the anime as well in the later season. But
Cool. Because I loved their character design is like
Yeah.
they're so pretty. Like
Everyone
everyone in the show is hot.
I don't like that we
Yeah.
said that at the same time.
We said that at the same. Shut up.
No.
Stop speaking.
Well, I would like to talk about some of the crossovers
Oh yeah.
that I found.
Yes, Emma, tell us about
Yeah, so this is a new
the
thing.
cursed fandom content you came across.
This is a new thing that I want to start doing at the end of all of our episodes. Is going over the cursed crossovers that I stumbled upon. And some of them you stumbled upon and I added them to this list. So, well, this one doesn't have anything to do with Black Butler, but I think that it's fantastic. It's Death Note crossover with Barbie Mermaidia. And
Yeah, I sent you that one. Did you read it?
I have not read it yet. I have the tab open still.
Okay.
Because I know that you said you thought it was going to be like a crack fic, but it's not.
It's not a crack fic. It is completely unironic.
Oh my gosh, that's incredible.
Serious. Which is amazing.
I can't. So we have Full Metal Alchemist and Black Butler crossover.
That makes sense to me.
I already talked about the Black Butler Harry Potter crossover, and you talked about the Black Butler Ouran High School Host Club crossover.
There was more than one, but that was just the one that I remember reading the description of.
Yes.
So yeah.
So
You love to see it.
Zoe, have you ever seen Given?
oh my god, yes.
Because there's a Black Butler Given crossover. Which is so much.
Oh no.
That's just a lot.
Oh
Is
my God.
Given like a sad one?
Yeah, well, anytime I say Given, Mariah starts crying.
Given
Okay, so Given is sad though.
is-
It
Dang.
is sad. Given is sad. It is.
Oh my
We
gosh.
love the
That's
gay.
angst.
That's too much though.
I
I
know.
can't watch any gay angst shows because they make me too sad.
That's understandable. Yeah, Given is sad.
Okay.
I saw a Black Butler Free crossover. Free, the swimming anime. Which is something.
So, is it like the characters in the Black Butler world, or is
I
it
don't
Black
remember.
Butler in
I'm
this?
pretty-
Okay.
I don't know. It's probably free characters in Black Butler world, but I would like to imagine that it's Black Butler.
In the free world.
Yeah,
I think that's
swim,
very,
high school
very
swim
funny.
team.
Swim team.
Black Butler.
Yeah,
I think that's funny.
I like that. Okay.
Black Butler Frozen 2 crossover
I did send you that one last night.
and a Black
Okay.
Butler Tangled crossover.
I also sent you that
Yes,
one.
you
Yeah.
did.
Okay, so listen. So
So your face is killing me.
I have had Kingdom Hearts on the brain for like 3 months
Uh-huh.
now. So when I saw that Frozen 2 AU tag, I was like, okay, I spun in my chair. I didn't, but if I could spin, I would spin.
Mhm.
And I said, hello, what's all this then? Sorry, what's all this then? It's a Frozen 2 AU in it.
Oh my gosh, I can't. I can't.
So anyway, so the Frozen 2 AU and the Tangled AU are the Black Butler characters, but the plot of those movies.
Okay.
So not the Tangled characters, not the Frozen characters. It's Black Butler, but it's if Ciel was Elsa, Or if Ciel was Rapunzel, basically. I'm pretty
Nice.
sure both of those, it was like Ciel as the princess, as like the
Nice.
main characters, which is fun. The Tangled one was like, eh. But the Frozen 2 one, I was like, this has some flavor. There's something here. This is a little bit delicious, I think.
Oh
I
my
haven't
gosh, I'm
read
gonna
it,
cry.
but if I run out of things to read, I might come back to it because I'm like, this is intriguing to me. It had, I don't know. It reminded me of when I met Elsa in Kingdom Hearts. And
That's good.
I was like, except if Sora was the Elsa of this situation,
Right.
but it's Black Butler.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you my favorite
Tell me.
crossover that I've come across so far.
Okay, I'm scared.
Supernatural,
Don't say that.
Black Butler,
Okay.
an original work, Twilight, and Stephen King works. All in one, baby. All in one. All in one. And I was like, oh, maybe it's just like each chapter is a little short from those different things. No. No, all characters, all in the same universe, they're all interacting.
What universe are they all in, though?
One, that's for sure. There's somewhere, I think, probably. I don't know. I saw it and I screamed.
That's too much.
So,
That's the worst thing I've ever heard. Thank you.
mm-hmm.
I just... This is traumatizing.
I know, it's a
think.
lot. It's a lot.
First of all, hearing Supernatural in 2020.
Yes.
I can't prop that.
Yeah, we're all having a breakdown right now. This
I
is
also
too
this
much.
doesn't have anything to do with Black Butler, but I did find an Outlast crossover with Yu-Gi-Oh. You know Outlast, the video game?
The horror video game?
Yu-Gi-Oh. So that's something that
I'm gonna cry. Why?
and then Dishonored and Bleach.
So, okay.
Oh my God.
Oh my god.
Let me just say, of all the fandoms I've read for, it's not even a competition. Dishonored fandom is like top shelf. Okay? Like, just number one, gold medalists of fanfiction. Everything they write, even if it sucks, is good.
That's hilarious.
It's a delight. This is my call. Everybody start playing Dishonored, please. I'm so lonely. Please, will someone play Dishonored and read the fan fiction with me?
Oh my gosh.
That is great. Thank you so much.
Yeah, so those are the crossovers that I found last night.
Incredible.
And
Incredible.
at the end of every episode, I will continue to throw in new crossovers that I find for that episode.
Zoey, your face is about how I'm feeling right now also.
Okay, because you're telling me that the Volturi and Satan exist in the same universe within that fan fiction. It's like because it's Twilight and Supernatural and Black. Anyways,
Although, I will say,
I'm
I do remember one of the
malfunctioning, but
tags in the Supernatural Twilight Black Butler original work Stephen King
Yeah,
work
I'm
crossover.
Okay.
One of the tags was Ellie. You watched some Supernatural, I believe.
I did.
So in Supernatural, God is this guy named Chuck, and one of the tags was that Chuck is not God in this crossover. So don't worry. Chuck is not God. Who is God? Not sure. I just. Ellie just passed away.
Oh my gosh! What? The Supernatural fandom deserves the death penalty.
gosh. Oh.
Okay, I'm adding this to the list of, like, t-shirt ideas for the podcast. Chuck is not
It's
God.
not God.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my
that
goodness.
broke me.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We're good. Oh, okay. I'm sweating. I feel like I just ran a marathon.
That is so
That was
funny.
so much. Oh my gosh.
Well,
I have, like,
yeah.
Tumblr flashbacks
That-
whenever Supernatural comes up, so it's already stressful.
That's
but Chuck is
understandable.
not God because it's probably the god of the Black Butler universe, right?
Or Stephen King. Remember, bud, Stephen King is in there.
No.
It's the turtle.
It's the turtle.
It's the turtle. It's the turtle is God, and then... See, here's the... You know what? I don't even want to get into it, because this is too much
I'll
already.
look it
All
up.
right, thank
I'll
you,
find
Emma,
it.
for sharing. That was the worst thing I've heard today.
You're welcome.
Zoe, final thoughts. What anything? What is any thought that you have about this horrible experience? Have you read Black Butler fanfiction at all? Are you like...
I tried. Okay. I always try if I get into any anime to like
Good for you.
read the fan fiction, but I
Yeah,
just
that makes
couldn't
sense.
get past the demon and the 13-year-old. I just couldn't. So, I never
Yeah,
read
that's a
any.
hard one to...
I'm
That's
sure there's some
that's
great
a
ones.
hard bridge
Yeah.
to cross. Okay.
I can't get past that.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
It is a lot.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Black Butler fandom, but like this has the same energy of people shipping Roy Mustang with Edward Elric. Except worse somehow.
Except worse. Because Ed is a couple years older than Ciel, and also, pretty sure Sebastian the demon is at least
Like a bajillion years old.
At least like 1 year older than Roy. Like at least
Yeah.
one.
He's at least 32.
At least 32. At
if
least.
not like immortal, infinite. That's so cursed.
It's very cursed.
I mean, I will say the stuff that I read, I did not read any Sebastian Ciel, to reiterate that. The other stuff that I read was delightful. I
Mhm.
didn't know what was going on
I had no idea what was going
at
on.
all. And I think plot rewrites and canon divergences are not as interesting to me if I don't know what the plot is.
Yes, I agree.
So I couldn't get into those as much. But the experience was interesting. Maybe not my favorite fan fiction that we've read so far. The crossovers that we came across, though, were exquisite. Like, that's Galaxy Brain. I mean, Super Hulock in 2020?
Yeah.
Electric Chair.
Electric chair.
But also, very interesting to come across the
Very
Super Hulock Black Butler
interesting.
crossover in 2020. I was shocked. I haven't seen the word Super Hulock typed out in probably 6 or 7 years.
Oh,
That's gonna be in my mind a lot.
It's very, very cursed.
oh, I'm just still real. I'm just still reeling from the Twilight Stephen King. Just all of it. That one really took me out.
Yeah, the supernatural Twilight Black
That's
Butler
so valid, because
original
that is a
work.
lot. Emma, are you gonna watch Black Butler?
Yeah, I'm hyped. Me and my roommate Mariah, we are watching Haikyuu and Black Butler this month. Those are our two things. So
That's great. Yeah, I will also be watching Black Butler. Like,
Mhm.
I'm gonna start watching it for the month of October. I'm very excited. I wrote an outro.
You did?
I wrote an outro. I wrote an outro.
Good,
This
finally.
is episode 5, and I finally wrote one. Okay. That's it for this episode. You guys can follow us on Twitter and Instagram at PodNoContext, and tell us what your thoughts are on the wacky shenanigans going on in Black Butler. What did I write? Do we have any announcements? Oh my gosh. Do we have any announcements, Emma?
Well, we have a whole lineup for October.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Welcome to
Mhm.
No Contextober. I should have said that
So
2 hours ago.
that's okay. I'm excited.
This is it. No Contextober. Do you want to tease what our next episode's gonna be? We are doing 1 no context episode and 2 out of character episodes this month.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, Ellie, we kept changing our minds on what we were doing, so I still don't know what the lineup is.
Yes. Okay, well, I will tease what the lineup is.
Thank you. I love that.
Our second no context episode for this month will be a video game. It is not a franchise. It's a single game by itself, but it's very popular multiplayer. Spooky boys doing murder. Their fan content would be like ideal for this garbage fire of a show. So I'm very excited. And for our 2 out of character episodes, we are talking about The Haunted Mansion. Disney's The Haunted Mansion, not the movie with Eddie Murphy, the ride, and the lore of the ride. I should clarify that.
Nice. I don't know if we ever explained the premise of our out of character episodes. So basically, with our regular no context episodes, it's what it has been for the past 4 episodes of us just reading fanfiction of things we have no idea about. In our out of character episodes, we will be talking about things we do know about. We'll be going over things like fandom history and crossovers and AUs and just like different things that we don't have to read a lot of cryptic, confusing fanfiction for.
Very excited to start getting those out, but we'll have 2 kind of haunted, spooky ones for the month of October. That's pretty much it. Thank you all so much for listening. We really appreciate the support. We've got a large amount of listens in the 4 episodes we have so far, and it's very, very exciting for me to open our stats every day that I, check obsessively and see higher numbers. It's really exciting. So thank you guys so much.
And thank you, Zoey, for joining us.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me.
It was so much fun.
See you all in the next one, and watch out for Super Hulock fans.
Oh no.
They do bite, and you will have to get shots.
You will.